это сочно! Ах!
All right, everyone, and welcome. This is the International 2018. It says Open Qualifiers, but we're actually moved on into main regional qualifiers. I am your caster, Moxxi. I'm here with D2 Bowie, and we're very excited. We've got paiN Gaming versus Torus Gaming, which I need to edit on my screen really quickly here. But we're so excited to be here today, and I'm sure we're going to be seeing some great Dota 2.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, two big teams, and this is our first game of the regional qualifiers. It should be the second, actually, but if you were waiting for SG versus, I want to say, what was the first game that we skipped? SG versus
Thunder Predator. We were
Thunder
supposed to have
Predator.
SG
Yeah,
versus
gonna
Thunder
be
Predator
yeah.
this morning, but there ended up being some issues with their internet connection, unfortunately. So SG's being a good sport, and they've rescheduled the match towards the end of today.
Wind Ranger at your service.
All right, so very fast draft here by paiN Gaming. They definitely know what they want. Already grabbed the Wind Ranger Bloodseeker. We saw a lot of Wind Ranger. I was actually checking the stats for the entire open qualifiers, and Wind Ranger is one of the highest heroes, just behind the Warlock. And Bloodseeker is a hero that we saw a lot, but it was banned a lot, so they grabbed it in the first phase, or else it would probably not be available. I think.
Absolutely. These are three heroes that we've seen quite a bit of. Like you said, the Warlock has either been picked or banned most of the time. Wind Ranger has been gaining popularity, as has the Bloodseeker. Seen a lot of that coming out mid. So pretty excited to see if that's going to be a Weeha playing that. Although I have seen some of it being placed into the offlane as well. I do like Torus Gaming,
Uh-huh.
their bans here. We saw what happens when you allow Weeha to get that Visage, and they will have absolutely none of that today.
Yeah, that hero is very hard to deal with. Sometimes if you're playing a team that doesn't really play the hero, like you don't see ban. It's not like Io, where like you have to ban it. But Weeha's Visage is insane, and I'm glad they banned it. Now they have to pick their last hero here in the first phase for Torus. We saw. I don't really like when teams actually open with two supports, but we might see the Skyref here because it's open, and I feel like it's one of the strongest supports there's left.
Yeah, I mean, the Skywrath Mage has been incredibly popular, as has the Night Stalker as well, being placed kind of in that offlane position, though. Seeing less and less of that actually in the support position now that we've got that little bit of that nerf with the cooldown being increased. But that's definitely a
Mm-hmm.
possibility. So this is kind of a neat matchup, right? So paiN Gaming is the team right now in South America that everybody knows. They've watched them over at Birmingham. They've seen them get the third place. Torus, though, Torus is, oh, this is going to be a Sladen clockwork. That's going to be super, super hype. Torus, though, used to play actually under
Yeah.
the name Mad Kings, which has been around for quite a while. They just recently took up the name Torus here, and they actually knocked out GDV the other day, which was the Fear Tomato, Kyle, Gunner, and Moose stack. So pretty impressive showing coming out of these guys. They've been playing together for quite a while, so I'm not sure if the synergy might have helped. Maybe, you know, the fact that I know the internet has not been great right now down in Peru, which is why Thunder Predator is going to be playing a bit later. But they definitely put forth a really good showing. I feel like all these teams are very, very strong that have made it this far, so I'm excited. I'm very excited
Yeah,
here, Bowie.
and I feel like more than just winning, it's the way they won. Like one of the game was like 33-1 or something. It was pretty much a stomp. So Stars Gaming definitely a good team, and I'm expecting a very close match, and they're good. Unfortunately, it's only a BO1, so sometimes like it's hard to actually measure the teams with BO1s, but still pretty hype game. And they actually banned the TA. It's a hero that sometimes we see in paiN Gaming, so maybe this is mid Bloodseeker, and they don't want to deal with TA.
That's possible.
So
Also, I know Leo Style
that you were
plays one heck
expecting.
of a Templar assassin as well.
Mm-hmm.
So they took out Tavalier. Good. You don't want to let King RD grab that
Yeah.
Sand King. That's the problem, right? When you are a very popular team, people start to really know what you're good at. So they can do very specific targeted bans against you. And you definitely see all of those things coming out with Torus Gaming's bans.
And that's one thing that I feel like paiN Gaming has an advantage over pretty much every South American team. They are very versatile. Tavo, he plays like pretty much any offlaner, like the Pangolier. This is not a hero that every offlaner plays. Visage is not a hero that every mid/carry plays. So you kind of you're forced into those bans that sometimes might hinder your draft in the long run.
That's true. That's true. You know that certain heroes are very, very good, so you want to ban them, but also that opens up a lot more for the draft on the other side, because if they know that they're almost guaranteed to get a ban on, for example, we has Visage every single time, then they know that they might be able to sneak something else through. So that's a point. But I mean, paiN Gaming too, especially after Birmingham, right? They are the kings of the best of one series. We saw them take down, I think, what was it? It was Liquid, right? During the Birmingham series that they took down in a best of one.
Liquid.
Then they came back again.
Yeah. So they definitely feel like that Clockwork is a position 4 because they took the Night Stalker, and as you said, Night Stalker position 4 is not very popular anymore. They're gonna grab the Bane, so I feel like that could be position 4 Wind Ranger, but Weeha also plays the hero.
Good old Wee Ranger.
They can change it up if they want to. Yeah.
I've seen this guy style on kids using this hero. It was actually just so ridiculous. The shackles, just all the, I don't want to say he's a geometry whiz, but this guy knows his angles when it comes to those shackles. It's pretty incredible. And the power shots too. I think it was a Thunder Predator game actually. We had Wee Ranger versus, I want to say it was Storm Spirit. So Jay Murray was over there and it looked like he was going to get away. It looked like he had a little bit of health, and at the last second, just this power shot comes through, snipes him. Oh my gosh, I couldn't believe it. It was awesome. I'm sure Jay Murray couldn't believe it either.
He's very talented at it. It's a pretty good combination regardless of being Weeha or King RD playing the Wind Ranger. You have the Nightmare, you have the Fiend Spirit, and even the Rupture to some extent, like just locks people in one place. Very easy to get that max duration. Batrider. Yeah, so it's definitely Clockwork 4, Batrider 3, and now we're probably gonna see a core here on the side of paiN Gaming.
I mean, we talked. Oh god, here comes the voice lines. That's one thing that paiN Gaming absolutely loves. But no, we talked about this a little bit earlier in chat. How Saladin plays an amazing Clockwork. They've got a lot of really nice initiation coming out from Torus with the Clockwork and the Batrider. And then also, though, it's kind of scary to play Batrider into this lineup, right? If you take a look, you've got Bane, who's going to be able to lock you down in 2 different ways. Bloodseeker, if he's not being targeted, he's just going to rupture you, can't move. And then, of course, Wind Ranger has the lockdown with the shackle, shackle shot. So I think it's going to be a scary game for King Deca playing this hero.
It goes both ways. In the laning stage, Batrider is actually pretty good versus Bloodseeker. Any hero that has an amplified damage kind of suffers versus Batrider because Bloodseeker is going to take more damage, and if those Napalm stacks stack, you can pretty much solo kill the Bloodseeker as a Batrider. So
that's true.
You're going to have to protect the Bloodseeker unless he's mid, because I don't expect the Batrider to be there. But if it's going to be a side lane Bloodseeker, then it is a little bit scary, especially if the Warlock is just healing the Batrider. Okay, yeah, so the PL could be mid, or he could be safe lane. They do have this versatility here on paiN Gaming, which get a better lanes.
Yeah, I really enjoyed too. Lately with the meta, we've seen a lot of these heroes that can be placed in multiple positions, multiple lanes, so it's very much more guesswork lately, and really a lot of theory crafting when it comes to drafting right now. And King RD, probably one of the best drafters in South America. In terms of, trying to move all these pieces together. I've seen also before as well, you talked about paiN Gaming. They're very versatile. They can play just about anything. I watched, I forget which series it was, but paiN Gaming got to the very last pick and they randomed it. And it ended up being, in fact, this dude right here. It ended up being a troll warlord that HFN just picked up, and he actually did a great job. They ran over the enemy team, but yeah, that's how versatile.
One of favorite heroes. That's so lucky.
it was lucky, definitely. But we do get the troll, so we've got kind of like this early push lineup coming out from the side of Torus, right? You've got the Warlock who's going to have the Chaotic Offering. You've got Troll who's got the Battle Trance, who's going to be able to start ripping through those towers. Likes to fight a little bit earlier. I guess the only thing I'm a little concerned about right now, looking at this draft, is that they have a Phantom Lancer, right? They've got some wave clear, but they don't have a great wave clear currently.
Yeah, and I feel like when you pick throw into PL like this, you're trying to set up for a Battle Fury. And a lot of the times these days, with those lanes being crazy, a lot of kills in the early game, it's very hard to get enough CS to get an early Battle Fury and actually battle the PL. So, Torus, I hope they're sending this throw mid. I feel like they're expecting the PL to be versus the Batrider, so they're trying to get a throw versus Bloodseeker. And we'll have to see. I'm not a big fan of the Troll Warlord, but it is a decent counter against the PL if you get the Battle Fury, but it's not easy. You kind of have to win the lanes.
Yeah, and it's definitely becoming harder, like you said, with those 2-1-2 lanes. It's not going to be as easy for Troll to get what he needs here, especially with the pressure being placed out, but we'll see. We'll see. You know, Benjaz is a pretty seasoned carry.
Yeah.
Sure, he'll be able to find what he needs, but paiN Gaming's not going to give them any breath, knowing the way that they play. Final pickup. Oh, a Leo-style Quap. That's going to be fun to watch. Leo-style, for those of you who aren't familiar with Leo-style, this dude shines on tempo creating just mids. He's really, really good with the Quap. Trying to think of like the other heroes that I've seen him on that just do incredibly well. I have seen him playing a little bit of Death Prophet lately, and it's alright, but he definitely shines on like Storm Spirit, Queen of paiN, Puck, those kind of heroes. So this is going to be fun. So what do they do for their final pickup on paiN Gaming, though, boy?
Well, they're technically lacking an offlaner, although Windranger could be offlane. I would like to see some Siege on the side of paiN Gaming. They don't really have a lot of that. They do have like some initiation, some team fight, but they're lacking in Siege a little bit. So maybe something like I don't see Death Prophet very often, but it wouldn't hurt them either.
I'm wondering, I've seen Tavo play the Bloodseeker on the offlane, so I'm wondering if that's going to be an offlane Bloodseeker with HFN on the Phantom Lancer, and then... Oh no, alright, so we got the Abaddon.
That's... yeah.
Alright.
That's some Siege. You get the Helm of the Dominator, rest of the Avernus. That's cool.
That's also, it gives
That's
you, yeah, like you said.
Your lineup a little.
Gives you that Siege, definitely. Huh, HFN Windranger.
Also,
Are they doing this? Are they doing this just to do hats again? They do this sometimes, where one person has better hats than the other, and then they swap. It always drives me crazy because I have that first moment, like, wow, that's very interesting.
Normally.
I'm pretty sure King RG is not playing support PL, so I hope that's. I hope you're right.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna swap, but I mean, those are some pretty nice hats that they have. We got that beautiful snowy owl over on King Tekka. Sliding's got my favorite clockwork set. I hope I see a lot of taunts out of him. This is gonna be a good time, guys.
Wait, that's... Alright, so Abaddon also has the Dispel versus the Batrider. Pretty good versus Lasso. Pretty good versus Fatal Bonds. And the Axes. It's actually, Abaddon's a great pick. Definitely rounds your lineup. I'm feeling a pretty decent draft for paiN. Like they have what it...
It also gives you a little bit of that, you know, say if you're gonna be able to take off some of the Shadow Daggers and all that other stuff coming out from Quap. Yeah, and HFN has switched over to the PL, so they're playing with us, Bowie. They like to do this. These South American boys here.
Let's check the carriers.
I know, that's what I'm doing. We got the pause at the beginning, gotta check it out. Got a very noble looking ram here over on the side of Torus. It matches their colors, I like it. I like it. And then of course the baby Roshan. Or paiN Gaming.
That's a great card.
It's an icy baby Roche right there. Alright, so fingers crossed, Bowie, because I know internet in Peru has not been good. Hopefully we don't run into any more issues, everything works out, and we get a good game of Dota 2. Because I'm very excited with these two teams. These are both teams I've had my eye on for quite a while. paiN Gaming showing the world, you know, that SA Dota isn't something to laugh at. And then, of course, these guys over here on Torus, they've been around forever, and they're very, very talented, so...
Yeah, I mean, they did just that. They defeated the NA stack that tried to...
That would, no, it wasn't just NA, though.
no.
There was Tomato and Moose.
Yeah, okay. It's just that I consider Timato to be almost NA to this point. You know, he's been streaming in English, and
He is an honorary
seems
NA member, I'm pretty sure, but he is
Yeah.
still South American too, though. Let's not forget that. Weeha accidentally using his fairy fire over here.
Yeah,
Whoops.
he's an award here.
Yeah, right when I turned to him too. Feels bad, man. I wouldn't have noticed that otherwise, I don't think.
Боже, как это больно!
So where do you think we're gonna see the first blood? That's one of my favorite questions I always ask.
Okay, so probably the Bloodseeker lane. Probably the Bloodseeker lane or the Phantom Lancer lane. Because Abaddon, he doesn't really have a lot of kill potential and he's very hard to kill. You have the Aquatic Shield and most of your kill potential here is the slow from the axes or the Fatal Bonds, but everything's gonna be dispelled. So I don't expect Tablet to be hard.
You don't think they're gonna try to jump on KZE here? Has King RD already thrown out some of those little love taps in this top lane? Aquatic Shield gets thrown out over on King RD. They just got bully. They want these runes. They don't want to let them get too many of these. They've already claimed it with their spray over here.
Ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой! Бежать! Это не нормально!
Slating trying to steal that rune away here from HFN. Not going to be able to.
Normally.
Poor boy. Just gotta learn to tune it out, boy. Learn to tune it out. You'll be fine. Oh, ward on top of ward, though. Value. Someone's gonna be getting an easy 100 gold here in this mid lane.
I feel like he did it from the high ground. So Ping actually doesn't know about it. I feel like he was the Ashes with. Right?
I think he saw it. I think they saw it. Although they didn't ping it out, so it's possible.
Alright. So, Quap versus Bloodseeker, I feel like if Weeha doesn't die in the first 3 levels, it's gonna be fine. There is the potential before level 3 pushback. Bottom lane, you do have Doppelganger to deal with the Batrider, so it's hard for them to get a kill. It's actually pretty hard. They have a lot of dispels here on Pay Gaming. Even the Nightmare, to some extent, can save.
I've got a lot of nice ways to kind of reset. Poor Weeha, really getting bullied here by Leo Style over here in this mid lane. Like you said, though, he's got to try to stay alive for the first couple levels, and then he's going to be alright. But knowing the way that Leo Style plays this year, he's very, very aggressive. So wouldn't be surprised to see him go for a dive at some point if he felt comfortable with it.
Yeah, and that Fairy Fire might actually prove to be a problem, because he doesn't have that boost of HP.
Yeah, that's a feels bad, man. Especially, like, look at him. He already just used the solve. He's below half health. It's a very difficult lane for him over here. Wise, this is feeling like a very calm start to the game. I'm used to seeing a lot of kills on the board, even though we're only, 2 minutes in. I'm used to seeing people really start running at each other, so they're being very patient here. Leo Style, no mana left here, just gonna keep clicking down Weeha. And the haste string gets picked up over here on Sladine.
Yeah. Oh, this might be a kill.
Now they've got their eyes on this PL. Slading can jump in here fast and throws out the cogs, tries to back him off, doesn't have any mana left over here onto HFN. But, I don't know. Oh, he tries to salve up. He's got a couple stick charges, though. It's going to be able to go pop that. Looks like King Teka now going to have to run himself away. Battery Assault does some work, but without that Batrider there, not going to be able to take down.
Actually got some unlucky. Yeah, some unlucky Battery Assault procs there. He actually hit the creep twice if he got into HFN. Maybe they had some people potential. But he did harass quite a bit. HFN, so nice job by far.
I mean, that's very important, right? You don't want to allow HFN to just hit creeps, because that dude can hit creeps like nobody's business. He's very, very efficient. And you don't want him getting an edge.
Usually you think of Pop like, oh, Pop has a lot of AoE, he can deal with the PL, but the mana drain is like, if Pop actually jumps aggressively, oh, maybe.
No, bottom lane, Nightmare does come out. Looks like Duster going to be able to walk himself away. Again, it just feels like there's these little instances where people get very aggressive, but there's just so many ways to avoid getting killed. Because either you've got someone who's very, very tanky, you've got someone who's got a disable, or in the case of Abaddon, you can purge things off. Benjaz has just been needing a lot of love up here. He's doing alright with CS, 16 and 3, but I'm sure we've been seeing a lot of Shadow Word constantly be playing back and forth with the way that these guys are harassing him.
Yeah, and you can see that the middle lane already shifted quite a bit. The Bloodseeker is 18 and 7. against the 10 and 4, and that's what happens. If you don't kill Bloodseeker in the first 2-3 levels, he's going to take over the lane, and we can already see that. Maybe level 6, Leo Style can try to get a kill, but he's going to be behind in levels just because Bloodseeker can get so many denies thanks to the Blood Rage.
Do you think
Gonna be a tough lane for
we...
him.
So we got that Invis rune, right? Over here on Leosta. Oh, nope, they have that sentry. Oh, man.
Oh.
That's a great ward over here. And they're going to spot out Sladin as he makes his way over because they do have a ward. So already Weehaw moving back to the tower. Doesn't want to get too overconfident here, even though he is doing much better here in the lane. I'm not sure if Sladin gets too much done here. I think it might just be worth it to leave. Yeah, look at that. It's already headed out. Weehaw poking around through the trees.
Yeah, and that's why you place the ward right at the start. Like we had a lot of the mid laners nowadays go there and just put the ward for the pretty good play by paiN early on.
Right, 5 minutes
This
coming.
game, I mean, it's gonna be very later first blood. I'm not even sure where we're gonna see it. Probably bottom.
Oh man, paiN Gaming can actually get themselves
Okay.
3 runes here. Yeah, I don't know. I felt like mid lane had a lot of potential, right? But like you said, Bloodseeker, he stayed alive for the amount of time that he needed. Now he's kind of taken over that lane. We've seen some aggression in the other lanes as well, but haven't been able to actually do anything, really lock them down hard just yet.
King RD tries to choose the king, but just places a ward.
We almost got level
I
6 here.
I feel like that. With the level 6, Leo Style might be able to get a kill, but he has to shrine first. I feel like he has to rotate to another lane.
Bottom lane, looks like KingTaker gonna be able to run himself away. HFN takes a decent amount of damage as well. Battery assault coming through. Look at Duster. Duster's such a bro. He says, let me help you out here, PL. I'm gonna try to body block and take all that battery assault so you can get back to doing what you do best, hitting those creeps. That's one thing about Duster. He is a very selfless support.
He's super selfless.
What was I watching? I was watching like one game too where he was actually, there was a Mystic Flare that got thrown out on a teammate. He wasn't anywhere near it, but he knew that he had to kind of get some of that pressure off of them and just steps right into it. Dude's awesome. What's going on here? KingTaker? What is this rotation? Seems kind of odd that the Bat Rider without a level... Yeah, he doesn't have lasso up just yet. I guess maybe they're just trying to get some pressure off of Weehaw, but Weehaw's sitting at level 6 right now. I don't know if that was a thing. Alright. Just try to burn down HFN a little bit. Sladin coming in here. He's got that battery assault. He's looking. There's going to be the Nightmare, though. Again, we talked about the saves, followed up with the Cogs Duster. Going to be able to go throughout the Nightmare. Just keeps going back and forth. And we do get the Rupture out over here. And they're still giving chase. Bat Rider actually going to fall. Weehaw gets the first blood. And looks like Sladin's going to be the second. Leo Style does make that rotation. He's taking a lot of damage here from Weehaw, though. Can he get out? Yeah, he'll be able to blink. But now KZE. Oh, no. KZE. That's a triple kill for Weehaw. Is it going to be anymore? He was looking for it, boy. This is one hungry Bloodseeker.
Those right clicks were doing so much damage. Every right click was dealing like 25% of Pop's HP. And that's why the hero is such a beast in the game. I'm actually surprised. Oh, look at the gold advantage. Suddenly it's like a 5k gold lead.
You're already up there, yeah.
Wow.
Well, I mean,
Surprised it's that big, but yeah.
all 3 of the cores right now currently at the top of CS. Weehaw just got himself a triple kill. You know, there's a reason why these guys have made it as far as they have.
It's very draft related though, because Bloodseeker, it's crazy how you can first face Bloodseeker and he's gonna win pretty much any matchup anyway. They did ban the Tinker on the side of paiN, which I feel like was a good idea. But even then, it's pretty tough. Even Leo Style, such a good player, can't really kill the Bloodseeker early on, shutting down. I feel like you have to dual lane versus the Bloodseeker sometimes. Maybe something they could have tried doing different, but then your side lanes are a little bit weaker. You might suffer because of it.
I don't know who you'd really send to, like, because Pop wants to get that level 6 pretty early too. Like, that's the issue. If you send someone over to the mid lane to give some help. Oh, no Nightmare right now over here on the The baiN will use the cogs though, try to pull himself back, but you're kind of stuck in a K tier with HFN. I don't know if that was the plan, Sladine. He's trying to run himself out, but he's gonna get taken down. Man, you ever notice how Tavo, after every time there's a kill, even if it's not Tavo's kill, he's always gotta use a voice taunt?
He loves that one.
I was talking to someone about SA when I first got it started, and they were saying, you know, if your movement key isn't bound to the taunt key at the same time, then you're doing it wrong in South America. I don't know how true that is.
I don't use the movement key, but we do love our taunts.
I still haven't seen the clock taunt, man. That's my favorite. Sladine, you letting me down here, bro.
Actually hasn't. Yes, just waiting.
He's not
for
feeling taunting enough yet. He's focused, right?
Yeah. You have to if you're playing versus paiN Amy.
Right.
Okay, so level 6 on Tavo gets level 7 going the medallion first. Usually we see the Helm of the Dominator, but I guess against the Troll Warlord. Or maybe they just want to Roche.
That's
They actually
possible.
have what's it. They can Roche super fast.
Uh-oh, Duster. He gets himself that bounty when the Nightmare gets transferred, though, over here to King Teka. I think he's in for some trouble. It actually bounces him forward here. Oh, the haste rune actually gets picked up by HFN, though. It looks like he's going to need it, especially with Leo Style jumping in. In comes Weeha. He's thinking he wants to go for this fight. They get the Rupture off over onto Leo Style, but they need something to cancel this TP. They need a little bit more damage, and they're not going to be able to find it. And it looks like Tavo actually made his way over here as well. King RD going to be able to get some of that XP in that top lane. I like that Abaddon TP'd, but Wind Ranger didn't. I feel like if they had had that shackle, it would have been very different. I'm sure they're not too concerned.
And yeah, that's I guess a small problem for paiN. You do have some disable, but pretty much everything.
Weeha! Can he get himself out? No, Leo Style. Oh, that uphill mischance though. Does manage to finish. Now, still going back in here. KZE trying to get himself out. Do they have enough damage? They do. They'll take him down. And I was wondering when those tips are going to start coming out here. Bottom lane, King Teka will fall to HFN as he marks the body spot with the spray. Wow, that's some next level BM right there. It's like the PA... Oh, what is it? The Arcana, where she leaves swords everywhere, where she goes, oh, King RD, King RD! Sladine, he's looking. Oh, he doesn't go for it though. What? I'm surprised he didn't just YOLO that.
Yeah, it's rough. They used the Torus Warlock Gold on top, and Tavo just farmed that like it was butter. That Medallion of Courage just
Farming
allows
butter.
him to right-click the... And yeah, this is a 7k goal lead. I'm not really sure what Torus can do. They kind of need to get this Blink Dagger on the Batrider. They have to start playing more aggressive. I feel like they have to ignore at this stage. They can't really do this hero anymore.
You
And you have
can't
to try
ignore
to-
HFN though. You know what happens if you ignore HFN.
Yeah, but
I'm scared for them.
you have to do what you can, and you cannot kill the PL. You cannot kill the Blitz. You can't kill the Blitz. So, yeah, you have to try and rotate, get kills. They do have hookshot now, so maybe Sladine can get some good kills here for. You have the baiN there, and he has Fiend's by the way.
Well, I feel that's a good save, right? Because if we get a hookshot in, especially like over here on Weeha, you can just throw the Nightmare out. It's going to bounce around a little bit, but it'll make it much more difficult to actually take down the Bloodseeker here. I feel like... Yeah, they're going to go combing through, but it looks like most people are actually making the rotation down to the bottom lane. Get a little bit of that mirroring action, which I think is very smart. Hoping maybe someone will TP down to defend it. Sladine getting into position over here. And just looks like they're going to trade towers. Leo Style showing up.
Yeah, but they trade so slow. Like look at the speed that paiN can push because of the Abaddon. And Tavo got a free lane. He has 77 CS. That's not normal for an Abaddon. He's actually completely ignoring miscoil. 4 points in curse of awareness. They're gonna.
Someone's got to go. You can't allow them just to take a tier 2. But can you even defend it though, Bowie? That's my question. Like, there's only 3 heroes right here. They're actually splitting. We've got some damage going out over into the mid lane. Oh, look at this. The Bat Rider. He's right by Duster. Duster is waiting though for any moment. Lasso does come up, but the sides are just going to hold him into place. He's got Blade Mail though, and the Nightmare, the Brain Zap. See you later, King Teika. They're going to go ahead, drop the rock, and they will manage to get themselves a kill over into We Have Hookshot coming in now. Duster trying to run himself out. Nice shackle. Look at this shackle, Bowie. King RD's been taking lessons from the Wii Ranger as they manage to just slow them down and get their friend out to safety. Tavo kind of in the middle of literally everyone. Doesn't actually have that point in Curse of Avernus just yet, so doesn't matter though. He's not the one who's gonna get taken down today. Not Curse of Avernus, my bad. The borrowed time.
Yeah, but it's so rough because they actually lose tier 1 mid and tier 2. Yeah, you get the Weeha kill, but you committed 2 big ultimates, the hookshot as well as the golem, and they're still taking their towers. This is working rough.
I don't know how they defend. Like, they don't have the lasso up right now. Look at this. Oh no, King Teika, you're just eliminated. Sladine trying to push him off the tower, uses those cogs, and Tavo's still just chasing after here. Does have that borrowed time now. Sladine trying so hard. He's trying to juke himself away, but he just gets evaporated, and it looks like Leo Styles the next one to fall. Look at this. Don't take any damage, King RD, King RD. Oh man. I love the frantic pings that came out. He's like, Tavo, please. Purge this off. Can you imagine if he actually had gotten taken down there? The tips that would have come out. The BM.
I wouldn't doubt that it would be on purpose.
I would have wanted to tip them on that one. Can casters tip it? I don't think we can. Nah, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't ruin the flow of the game. Are you kidding me?
So bounties now available. 10k golded for main. They have everything they need. They have the solar crest. They can roach whenever they want. Oh, it looks like right there.
They can also just kill King Teika on the top lane. Oh goodness, this game is looking just almost impossible for Torus now. We've got a 10k net worth lead, about a 5k lead in terms of experience. Benjaz, like you said, he's trying to get that battle fury. He can't get it though. Oh, the hook shot into the mid lane. He's got that blade mail though, and he's just look at this clock. He's taking more damage than he's dishing out. And jumps Leo style. They're gonna be able to maybe save him. No, they'll take him down. So Dean trying to get himself away here. He's taking a lot of damage. His aphotic shield will pop. Benjaz trying frantically to fight against Tavo. Tavo gonna have to go ahead, use that borrowed time, and he's gonna get taken down. Leo style. He's gonna be the lone survivor of that engagement.
Yeah. Well, it's rough for Torus. I guess if they can keep holding, they might be able to, take this game 15 minutes from now. But it's gonna take a while. Even if they get the Blink Dagger on Bat Rider, it doesn't really have. I guess with one Sonic Wave they have a follow-up, but then they just cannot fight. Their ultimates are just too down. Lasso is like 100 seconds, and then you have Sonic Wave 120. It's just too slow. And gaming can just keep fight after fight, and they don't care about it.
Well, the other issue that's coming out now, right, is the fact that paiN Gaming, they're being efficient. They've got their heroes, they know they're in the lead, they've got a nice net worth lead especially. So there's no reason for them to really be going in one by one. They're mostly sticking together. You've got Duster, sitting around making sure that if anybody gets hookshot, he's going to be able to go and slow up that clockwork. I mean, we do have Tavo going back home right now, but where do you find a pickoff? And then even if you do find the pickoff, there's either like another hero standing nearby, like in the case of Duster, because Duster's kind of like their best target, right? If they can try to get a hold of him using a lasso. But he's almost always with a buddy. You can't go after Tavo. Tavo, look at this dude. He's got himself a full solar crest. He's getting himself a Heaven's Halberd soon. King RD still pretty hard to get a hold of, and you're not going to be able to grab HFN. I don't know. It seems very, very difficult. They've got these very specific lockdown spells coming out, but they're more geared towards, one-on-one pickoffs.
Yeah, I feel like you just have to first phase ban the Bloodseeker. There are some players and some teams that know how to utilize it, and it looks like every time we see the Bloodseeker, he just takes over the game. It's so hard to get it.
But this is paiN Gaming. If you don't ban, we has Visage. If you don't ban King RD's Naga Siren or Sand King, oh no, King Teika doesn't even get the chance to go in for the initiation. He might be able to make it out. He's bottling through. They drop the rock over here, but they'll eventually be able to take him down. Looks like Leah style jumping in the back, but we got to be able to take him down, and they're going to be able to get themselves in their kill. Buybacks are coming out though by the plenty here, and we still have an HFN just fighting his way through the base. Look at this guy. This is one crazy cat daddy. Gonna be able to get himself a triple kill. Can he get himself a little bit more? Oh, but the rest of the team, they backed off. He's gonna be able to go pop that Aegis. Team still standing nearby. They're ready. They're looking to get anything more out of this, but it looks like Torus has decided, you know what? We're gonna just call it a day for this one, and we'll refresh and come back with another.
Yeah, it's rough. Drafting versus paiN seems scary. As you said, there's these heroes that are super strong right now, but there's also the specialty heroes that paiN Gaming is super good at. And what do? It's rough. They tried, and I like the Cop versus Bloodseeker, but I guess we are just too good. You have to outplay the Bloodseeker early on, even with that spammed Purifier. They just couldn't put a Bloodseeker, and snowball out of that.
I like how you go back to that one fairy fire at the beginning of the game that he accidentally used.
It is important. It is important.
It was. I was, that's the problem though, right? With paiN Gaming, we talked about it. You can't not ban. So first phase bans, you have to ban the Visage, because you know what Weehaw can do with that. You have to ban one of King RD's heroes, at least one of them, right? Whether it's the Naga Siren, the Sand King, those are like the two big ones for him. And then maybe, I guess, you ban the Bloodseeker, but there's so many things left in the pool. You might be giving HFN his Luna. You might be giving Duster his Disruptor if he wants to go for it. Tavalier there's a reason we have that nickname for him, guys.
Yeah, that's true. But you know what? What if you get the Bloodseeker and you give the Pangolier? I feel like that's something you could do. Because the Bloodseeker is actually a good counter. I feel like maybe, just snatch the Bloodseeker and you give them the Pangolier and you see what happens. It's just, Bloodseeker seems way stronger than Plop, in my opinion. Yeah, I know that Leo style is great at a hero, but Bloodseeker seems insanely overpowered. It's not really the hero, but the way Dota is played right now with those dual lanes. He just gets too much out of the way the hero works.
All right. Well, we have plenty more games coming up for you today, guys. I believe the next game is Infamous versus Midas. So we're going to go switch some gears, take a short break, and we'll be back with that next game. Stick around.